Hello and welcome everybody. Today we're going to talk about an early wipe progression. I'm playing on a PvP account. We have the wipe very soon, as you can see in the PvE in the corner. You're going to be starting out by choosing USEC or Bear. If you want to have English voice lines, USEC is going to be the way to go. Bear is going to be more of that Russian aspect. You are going to have a baseline stat increase that's a hidden stat that makes you better at using AKs as a bear, like more Russian predominant weapons, and then more of the NATO platform for USEC. I'm just going to choose USEC here. You can go through and change the different faces. I usually go with Haywood, not Haywood, what's the guy? Mullen. He just looks like the most badass. And you can keep clicking on the names to get a new voice there. So press next. That's going to put you in and set you up for a nice and fun time. This next wipe I'm anticipating to be a little bit more fun to play. This past wipe for Escape from Tarkov was a little challenging. Yada. I didn't enjoy it. I didn't enjoy the game very much at all. It was just kind of, it was meh. There was tons of bugs this wipe, so hopefully looking for a better experience this wipe. December and January wipes generally tend to be a little bit better performing, so that's what we're looking for here. Whenever I start, I try to condense my stash a little bit more. So I put my money in one spot. I take things that I'm not going to use, like pack armor is going to stop me from shotgun scabs. Super important early wipe. As the days progress, you're going to not even want to wear this armor really. Because it is pretty disheartening to get destroyed by a scab from over 100 meters with a chest shot from a shotgun. So condensing your stash is super important, and accepting your tasks as well is going to help you to do your tasks so you can progress. All of your tasks are going to be in ground zero, so you're going to walk in and that's a task from the wipe, which I'm not going to do. So all of these tasks that you're going to be doing on PvE, you're not competing with people, so it's going to make it a little bit more challenging to make it a little bit more realistic, but it's really good to practice if you have the game now to get in and practice your early wipe tasks. So you know how to rotate to a map, how to get to where you need to go. I'm going to try to keep this as basic as possible. If I didn't know too much about the game and I was playing, I want you to kind of get a good idea of how to play. Again, I'm going to sell some things real quick just to make a few extra buckarooskies here. The things that I don't need, these glasses and these hats, they are literally just to make you look cool. And then I'm not going to be using those anyway because I'm not going to be creating stuff. I like to keep backpacks because you can open it up, you can store helmets and stuff in here, which just helps to save stash space, which is uber important. Let's see, shotguns, they're not fantastic. I'm going to get rid of them immediately. I'm going to stack this up so the space utilization again is phenomenal. Shotguns, pistols don't really work phenomenally. I think they hold you back pretty dramatically, so I try not to use them as much as I can. I try to get rid of them. So we're gonna go ahead and sell this bottle of Jack, which is some nice solid money. You can go through and also examine these by middle clicking, and you get some experience here. So you can see I am leveling up 40 out of the 960. Used to be that you could go through and you could examine tons of stuff and you could basically just level up. We don't even have, oh, we do have fence. Okay. So you would go through and you would click on things that you haven't seen. You get that experience. I mean, you're getting 100 XP right there. So we could possibly even push to level 2 here. Unlock the task for Jaeger here. So you can go here. You can press F5 to refresh this, or you can press refresh store. And then hopefully things that you haven't seen pop up. So let's see, how close are we to level 2? Look at that, 150. So if we do that 2 more times, we can level up, which we don't need to do. I mean, this is silly. This is a lot. Oh, you can't even refresh your store. Interesting. I don't know if that's a PvE thing or if that's just a new change. So to give you a little bit of a background on me and Escape from Tarkov, I am very addicted to the game, or have been over the years. This past wipe was a little bit sad for me. It wasn't as fun. So the game for me is very enjoyable in regards to, I play the game a lot. I put a lot of hours into it. I have almost 6,000 hours in the game. I roughly get about like a 55% to 60% survival rate, and in the past my KD was like 5-6. Scab spawning a lot more. It's gone up a little bit more. So one thing is you want to make sure that you're top loaded. I'm just going to do iron sights with this M4, basically a lot of hip firing. You want to bring in some food. With this being like my first couple raids, I'm going to be bringing in a splint. Generally, you get shot in the arm. That's going to take your arm off, which is super sad. You just want to bring in some painkillers. So bringing in an analgen, bringing in just some kind of heals is going to be super important. So I'm going to bring in IFAC. So this is going to stop. This is going to be your main healer to heal up your body parts. I usually have a 5 as a heavy bleed when we get closer to end wipe, using the call lock B. And then we do also the analgen painkillers. And then for like a light bleed, I'd set that as a 6 or as a 7. So let's go ahead into ground 0. You can do night raids if you need to. I'm not going to ensure anything, and that is because generally on early wipe, what happens is you go in and you ensure everything, but you don't get it back for like 3 days. By the time you get your pack back, by the time you get like some of this gear back, it's really not worth it. Plus your stash storage is so screwed up because you're trying to save so many things for tasks moving forward. So if you're trying to save things for tasks moving forward, it's just going to end up being something that you bring back in, bring into your inventory. You either stash hold it for like the first month of wipe, which you won't need it, and it takes up inventory. I would just take it back and sell it if you're going to insure things. This wipe, I'm not really going to insure very much. I might insure like a really nice gun that I'm going to be bringing in. I play solo, so if I kill a group or one dude, I'll stash my good gun, and then I'll just run it back as is. So I think bosses might be spawning a pretty high chance. Holy crap. Actually, let's use our light bleed here. So PMCs are going to be a pain in the butt to fight. Oh, that's a heavy bleed? Okay. A heavy bleed, not a light bleed. Dude ripped me. Next thing I'm going to want to really heal up is my thorax. Just because if I get tapped there with the rounds that dude's using, I am going to die. Alright, head, and then we'll get thorax. Hope it'll all be beautiful here. What's up, Backtown? Alright, you can drag that over, or you can just right click it. Fill up this arm, and then get back in there. So in the PvE aspect of things, like, people are not going to be tasking. So it's not going to be anything crazy as far as like going and getting like key spawn and stuff. Like, to me, to get this task done to go get that key, not going to be super challenging. Whenever you actually play the wipe, though, it would be very challenging because everyone would be going after that key. Okay, shots are not at me. Sometimes early wipe, though, you just gotta take what the raid gives you. And we know there's a guy in that garage. Or most likely that there's a guy in that garage. We're gonna rotate over and touch this Emercom stuff. The game feels a little laggy. Holy crap, my endurance is so low. So based upon the people that I'm going to be killing, or getting killed by. I imagine they're going to be rocking some good ammo. So we need some healing. A, just because we got ruined. And B, just because we need some healing. Alright, there's one. And C, there's a task to get 3 different med supplies. Alright, always check weird spots. So when you're playing the first day of the wipe, there's going to be people. So we got all 3 right there. There are going to be people in really weird spots. Do not know if I killed that guy, but just made a ton of unsuppressed noise by shooting this gun. So in PvE, I know that you get swarmed pretty easily. So we're going to go ahead and repack preparation for a fight that is going to most likely go down. Now we're going to go back and forth between healing. We are full on heals. I don't think I killed that guy. I don't see his body. Yeah, eliminate target, so I did not kill that guy. It's super spooky because I need to go this way. Technically a 1-tap, but a 2-tap there. So you want to loot everything you possibly can, bring it onto your body and drop it, get some experience. And then just because there's more space in this, I'm going to transfer that over, switch it over. Don't need that. And we'll make that 8. So even if we do die, we're getting some loot experience. But what I was saying about people being in random spots is you're going to have a lot of really strange positions people are going to be in. Just because everyone's going to be looting, everyone's going to be just playing super slow. It's going to be day 1 of the wipe. You're going to die a lot if you just sprint everywhere. So, try not to do that. Okay. There's been a little bit of time. We can get out. Get our med supplies and whatnot. Not lootable. Or what we can do is we can go and try to get this task done. Which is what I'm going to push over for. I would say this is probably not a smart decision. Feels super laggy. Trying to break some LOS. Line of sight. With scabs, whenever they see you, they're gonna rock you. Just like this scab is probably gonna rock me. Thought about what I would do for a grenade to clear the zone. Alright, so shooting at that scab, I hit him. Definitely didn't kill him. Possibly gave him a bleed, might kill him later, but I'm not really worried about getting the 5 kills on this map. Try to run from one safe spot to the next. I don't really know how the PvE AI interact with you. I don't know if they camp very much. Alright, so talk about bugs. There's a bug right now, this wipe, that containers spawn server side, they're not there. but client side on your client, they're there, and you try to loot them and you can't. So let's see if this. So this is actually here server side. So it's just a really weird, really strange, buggy wipe. Don't love it, but could get out here with that green player. But just so you know, moving forward for the next wipe, if this is something that's still here, it's stupid, but it is what it is. Alright, 856, we'll go ahead and drop that. We'll do this, and we'll make that 0. Okay. And then as you saw, like, I'm not just going to go willy-nilly loot this. I want to clear this, make sure that's clear. Someone could be sitting here. I mean, legitimately, people sit in the strangest positions early wipe. You're probably going to hear a lot of fighting in this area. Just because this is that tasking area that we were talking about. I'm really not going to use that ammo. We're not going to use that. Some of the unheard of people get that MP7, so... Lots of people sit here. Obviously, this is the PvE, so you're not going to see it right now, but this has been a really quiet PvE raid. Also, make sure to eat and drink. Put that there. Generally, you want to eat before you drink because most things are going to degrade your hydration, but I'm already low on both of those, and I need this Tashanka for a task later, so I'm going to try to get out with it. Be super nice. What's this? HP ammo. Alright, we looted it, got the XP, but I'm gonna drop that off. This is an area that people are gonna be in, like a super weird spot, because this is a tasking item. So this key will most likely be gone, but this is a key that you want to use to get into the science office to get this task done. Alright, I'm going to loot this. I'm going to need to start moving quick because scabs are going to start spawning. The deeper into the raid you get, the higher chance you're going to have of scab spawning. Something with this is a class 2 armor class. It does nothing. This is one of those helmets in the game. Kiver, Coal Pack. Kiver has a face shield, so that's a slight difference. But the Coal Pack, the tank helmet, look and see if it's class 2. Don't even take it. Not worth it. This is where you're gonna get a lot of weird campers. Early wipe. PvE, apparently nobody. Let's chug that. I have a set where you can also double click. Alright, this is the tasking room that we need to go to and unlock this. Well, hello friend, what's up subpar? Then we're gonna run over a few spots this hard drive can spawn, and then there's tons of these that you can loot. They're gonna have tons of early task items, so I'm gonna search for a little bit. Just a couple of these. Don't want to be ridiculously heavy. Gun, utility parking key. I'm never gonna use that. I'll need bolts for some upgrades for hideout stuff, but nothing ridiculous. Got that. Need it for a task, but way later. Oh wait, I need those matches. Where did they go? Alright, I might have lost those. Oh well. Finally heard a gunshot. Which I hope they change this, because one of the issues they had this wipe is they had... I really want those matches. They had an issue, which I don't know if this is like on purpose or not. If you shoot a suppressed weapon from over 100 meters away, You can't hear anything. Unless you're facing that person. That person's gunshots are facing you. That's very broken. Scab just yelled at me. Let's get out of here. That's very broken. For obvious reasons. Clear this a little bit. Yeah. Do we have the task? Do we have to take that taxi? Alright. We're gonna take that taxi. We're gonna eat this, then we're gonna go take that taxi. In normal PvP, you take that taxi as soon as you possibly can. Like, try to run into a nice raid. Jesus Christ. So we're gonna do this. We're gonna do our bandage. And then we're gonna do a PK. Oh, we're just gonna need to run, dude. Oh my, what the fuck? Oh, come on, game. See, this is one of the things that I hope that they change for next wipe is the one taps from scavs, man. I wasn't even peeking that scav and got killed. Unless there was a scav to my right. Okay, so that was a player, I believe. I go to player. Interesting. SP5? That was a shotgun that shot me. Okay. The other thing that kind of sucks is there are end wipe things going on in the PvP server, like the silly smugglers that I think are spawning in right now, and I think that's what killed me, because that name is not a name that I have any recognition on. But you see, Tarkov is very punishing. So we got 856 out of that. Let's bring. We're gonna regret this, but we're gonna bring in some of these rounds. The MP5. I'd really like some grenades. And then the next raid we'll bring in the MDR. But I just kind of want to get used to playing this. See what exactly we're up against, because it seems like we're up against a pretty good stress ball of emotions here. We use CMS, so we want to drink this 25 water. This doesn't help, being out of raid doesn't help with our actual metabolism skill, but it does help with going into raid and not being ridiculously overwhelmed. Round 0, we don't have any tasks complete. Fine. Let's take in 5,000 rubes. Just 55,000, just in case we can get a good spawn and just take the car extract. When you get the option to do tasks, do them. You know, there's no reason not to. You're playing early wipe. You're trying to get this going. You're trying to make sure that you efficiently task and get as many tasks done as possible. You can try to get every task done immediately and try to speed run it, but the chances are, if you're a newer player, you're gonna end up adding more frustration than anything, just because you're going to die a lot. Like I just died there. It doesn't freak me out. I can do a 0 to hero. I don't care. I've played Tarkov a lot, but and again, I'm going up in a PvE mode. I'm playing against a crazy stat of people. All right, let's get this task done. Whoops, go this way. So the people that I'm up against are racked out. It's because they're gonna have a lot better gear than me. So We'll try to push through. We'll get this task done. Maybe take the car extract. I don't know where people are going to be spawning, so I'm hoping they don't spawn right on top of me. Big hopes there, though. Big hopes there. Here we go. Alright, let's loot this up. Let's drop that. What is this here? Is there a science key? Wow. Alright, let's get that task done. Ooh, perfect. Perfect. Okay. Will players spawn up here on the PvE mode? So me knowing where I spawned, probably batteries, some more rubes, nice. I know that no one can spawn here, and I had the closest spawn if this was PvP. But with this being PvE, there's a few spots that it can spawn. There we go. It is a little sketchier. Slickers, very nice. So every raid, I level metabolism super quick. Every raid, you want to try to eat and drink. You want to... Oh, that was the water noise picking it up. I was like, holy crap, someone's here. In normal PvP, someone's probably going to be camping here. Or they'll check the body. There's no key. They're like, what the heck? And then they'll be watching. Okay. With that fighting going on, I am outie. In real PvP, I'm not just going to sprint up to this. In this PvE mode, I'm going to. Also going prone. Safe. It's a lot safer. Knowing that I came up from this area, there's a window that you can see me from here. This is really the only area that I am like really needed to be protected. But if someone hits double tap 0, which I changed to single tap, it shows the exfil is green, which means someone's taking it. So if they have a grenade, and they knew that, they would come over, throw a grenade, they land a grenade, they kill you. So sometimes people will sit over in this area, and they'll keep double tapping O, and they'll see, and then it's like, alright, 20 seconds, 10 seconds. Once 10 seconds, they'll sprint over. So hopefully I don't get pushed in the PvE mode, but this will be 2 tasks done on 1. Which is nice. Again, it's get in, get out, be efficient with your tasks. This took me 10 minutes, minus the load-in times. Obviously, you're going to have higher load-in times on the PvP servers. Maybe PvE is your shtick, though. Knowing not to peek is one of the most important things. We're going to run through, which I don't care. We didn't have anything on us that we needed to be found in raid. If we had the med supplies now, that would hurt a little bit more, because we need those found in raid. So, got 2 tasks done on that run. I don't care that we got to run through. I don't care about my survival, my KD, nothing like that. I'm just trying to play the game, trying to task, trying to escape Tarkov. So, let's go to our traders. We got skier that we finished a task for. Burning rubber, complete. Bang, bang. But it's not an early wipe task. We got to turn this in, complete that. And then we got gunsmith. Then we got introduction, which is Jaeger, because we're level 2. Unless that's actually locked, that might actually be locked behind that task. Now, again, it's really important just to do tasks. We need to find 3 med supplies. That does not need to be on ground 0. However, we have to locate the 2 different the machine gun, which is this, and then the grenade launcher, which is like back on the opposite corner of the map, basically where we took that extract. And we need 3 more kills. So that is the goal for this next raid, is to try to get those kills, try to get those launchers, and then if we have time throughout, we're going to randomly be searching for the med supplies. Again, we're on PvE, so people aren't going to be looking for med supplies, which is going to definitely hinder your ability to progress on the PvP server. So keeping all of that in mind, we're going to go ahead and drop that off. We're going to bring both of these into raid. I actually want to eat this immediately once we get in. We're going to probably be fighting stuff, which means we're probably going to be in trouble. We're going to probably be having to take on fights with PMCs that are a little bit more juiced than us. So hopefully we can figure it out. But I have faith that we will. Another nice thing is if you're playing PvE, the load times are so quick. So quick. I mean, I'm getting raids in within like 45 seconds. I'm in the raid playing the game. On wipe day, you're going to have such a long time of waiting. Honestly, wipe day to the second day, it's almost not worth playing. You're gonna get like 5 raids in. You're gonna be playing against the most ultra of sweaty sweats. These guys are playing Tarkov. They're taking off work for Tarkov. So if you just wait a little bit, you're gonna have a good time. We did not spawn in a good spot. Get all the way across the map. So I'm gonna run inside and then out, just because that's going to be the safest route that we can take to the machine gun. I will not promise that I'm going to survive here. I can tell if that's kek tape in front of me, but I don't need kek tape, so. That is kek tape. I feel like that sells pretty good to illustrators. And you know what? Just in case I do die, because I got a high chance, let's buff that metabolism skill. So you can see, quicker you level that up, the more effective your drinks are, and the less you degrade over time. Because you can drink lesser of an item and get more out of it. So eat and drink as quickly as you possibly can. We'll put those on. Until if I heard someone. Sounds like the fire. There's a fire over here. So if you get in this spot and you think that you hear footsteps, most likely what it is. It's like through the wall here. It's really weird. Alright, again, I don't know how spawns work. That stutter makes me think that something spawned next to me. This PvE is a little bit weird with their spawns. I'm not going to take the vehicle this time. Didn't even bring money, so I'd have to find that in raid if I even wanted to take it. Okay, so Tarkov compared to other games. There's sometimes someone in here, which is a weird... Oh, they opened all this up. Kinda cool. I feel like I'm pushing into a fight right now. Why is my performance so bad right now? I always try to loot that. Always. Suppressed M4. You're not seeing that early wipe, but... you do in this game mode just because you're fighting against actual PvE. So you can go up this way and not hurt yourself, which is big. People will generally be looting up here or doing this. Why is my game stuttering so much? You're gonna want to clear this and make sure that you're not in trouble. Dude, I'm gonna check and see what my use physical cores. I bet it's the LOD as well. But we'll load up here. We still need our med supplies. So we got one. Look at that. So when you start doing one task, and it's going to be your main task. So that task that you get the AGLs for me, it's my main task. Relay is huge. That's going to be something super important for my hideout. Just heard someone underneath me. There's some gun parts and stuff that will spawn here as well. I think guns can spawn on that table. But I'm just looking for some loose. Okay, out of ammo. Okay, so we got 4 kills now. Very nice. So we'll repack our mag. We put ourselves in a nice blind spot, so someone there could see us, so I guess we could have crouched. We put ourselves in a blind spot while we repacked, and we still can see in front of us, so that we're the most safe we possibly can be. Because early wipe, you're going to have people that other people call rats. They're not rats. They're playing the game. You just can't hear them because you have crappy headphones on. That's all. That's all it is. First day of the wipe. Sometimes people will wipe you and say, "Hey man, I'm just trying to task." You say it as well. Be vigilant. Don't be stupid. Know that they could be messing with you. They could be trying to pull one over on you. I just feel like I'm gonna get lasered from the right. But be smart. Be smart if you're gonna be letting other people task and you're around them. Just be very, very, very smart. Oh, this is a huge one. I'm gonna drop that. So this is super huge. Which I don't want to turn that in if we extract. So I am going to throw these. So I get the skill for throwing. And also here if there's any scavs around. Goes down. There's 7. So we got all of our med supplies. We got the AGL. We have 1 kill that we need still. Game's still hella stuttery, but it... Or my CPU. So these quick peeks that I'm doing, I'm leaning out, knowing that my left shoulder is going to be a lot more exposed. I switch shoulders. I lean as I move out, and as I lean out, and then I tap it again, and then I move back the opposite way. So it ends up being like a little bit of a jiggle peek, because you can't really do that in Tarkov with the inertia. So just to get like a quick little viewpoint on what's around the corner, because fully exposing yourself in Tarkov gets you killed. This run is a trash run, which I should have pre-painted before I ran this. So I'm gonna PK right here. I have enough water, so the hydration drop is not a massive issue. Again, I'm accepting death pushing this way. Just because of how absolutely aggressive I'm playing it. Ooh, baby. We got some nudes. Got 2 nudes. Alright, getting shot at from there is a little sketchy. A little scary. Okay. We're gonna eat this. probably drink the rest of our water. Some food that spawns on that table as well, so those nudes that I was talking about, they're massive. Because we need them for a task. It might even be a ref, but knowing your early tasks, knowing what to collect as you go through. Again, these tasks can slightly change as time goes. We're going to click and see where the extract is for us. We got the Nicotani basement stairs, which is right in front of us. Oh, here to the left. And then we'll look for a few more foods. So that's going to be money for us, which we'll take, because money is always good. Another thing that people do is they play Arena. I am not going to play Arena this time through. Got no interest in it. Arena, in my opinion, ruined the early wipe of Tarkov. I feel like I need a battery, so I'm going to take one of those. And then we'll drop that on the ground. We'll switch that, and then we'll pick this up. So if we do die, we have it. What's that? Okay, it's a magazine. So, very important to be weary of what you're doing. This raid feels so dead, dude. But I think we finished all of our ground zero tasks. You can click and look while you're in raid. There we go. That's my last task. Nice. This is not a 133. I was gonna say if this is a 133, that'd be solid. I'm gonna take that out for just some extra stuff. We should not be standing and looting. We really shouldn't. But we are. And we got some money there. Okay. So when you have your tasking items, get the fuck out of raid. Not worth it to loot like I'm doing. Just go. We dropped the mag on the ground too. Wouldn't even bring that in. See, that's huge. That is a big boost there in our stash space. So we'll drag all these over, drop that. Also, you want to rebind a stash. I've had people camp this before. Like they sit in one of the little nooks here in the elevator. I think it's this one. Yeah. Had people camp this. It's rough, dude. When you're running to extract, always clear as if someone's here. This is PvE. Again, you're not going to get those weird people camping these weird spots, but people do camp.
Shut up! Shut the fuck up!
Amen. Ugh. So finish your task, get the fuck out. For me, 66% survival rate, really good. On the first two raids, I got a USEC, which I don't even remember. Yo, that was the suppressed M4, dude. That sucks. Could have went out there and looted that. Another thing with Tarkov, the thing that I just said, if you kill someone out in the open and you try to loot them, you're putting your end of your raid on hold. Because if you're looting someone in the open, you're probably going to get shot. You're putting yourself in a really vulnerable position, and you're putting yourself in a position that makes it easy for someone else to make you a loot pinata. You don't want to do that. You want to try to work through... Okay, good. There's the three. You want to work through the map, and you want to try to make sure that you make the best decisions that you possibly can. We're going to do that. What's that? We're going to need a Salua, which I always end up crafting those for some reason. I'm just the absolute worst. Let's see. I always do gunsmith tasks late too. It's just me. That's my personal take on it. It's hard. It's very, very hard to get those. I know you can buy them from traders and stuff. You just have to get a perfect reset time. So I don't even try to do that. Once I've finished my first couple raids like that and get my first couple of tasks out, what I'll generally do, I need that for a task as well. What I'll generally do is I will now make my next couple raids, loot runs, or early tasking runs. So I have some things that I can drop off, make some money off of. Where's that? We'll just do this splint. So we don't have a lot of that's fine. We don't have a lot of ammo. This ammo is kind of trash, so you're gonna almost want to mag dump everything. it's not smart to hold on to this ammo. There's part of me that wants to use this trooper. What kind of armor basically is P.A.K.A. early wipe that you can buy? You can do trades and stuff, but I mean, good luck. Good luck finding these. Honestly, the max energy. That trade's pretty solid. I'm gonna do that. We'll do that. Okay. So, looking through my tasks. You have debut. Eliminate 5 scabs. I like to go to customs because it's a normal loot run that I know extracts aren't like crazy to get to. If they hand over MP133, is probably gonna find dead scabs, possibly on PvE on the ground. I know where to find Saluas, so we can go ahead and search for those. We can go to woods, but I don't have long range guns right now, and just with this being PvE, I think I'm gonna be running into a lot of like gear dudes. Could offer me the option of finding better gear, but I don't really want to do that. And then that's not even an early wipe task. This will be gone next wipe. Ignore this. Gunsmith. So introduction. So we can go to woods actually right now. We can get that. I do want to do one run on customs. Maybe we can kill a gear dude though. We'll see. Kill a gear dude and get on with my get on. If I die, all this stuff's getting looted. Maybe not my gun, but I don't want my gun back. It's a trash gun, in my opinion. It's not good after the second day of wipe, let alone even really on the first day. So let me go pee. I'll be right back. Alright, so gunshots generally don't happen that quickly. In raid. CB. Always check your fire rate. I think this is a PvE issue. My game's running like crap. Like it's stuttering like crazy. It's gotta be the spawns. Maybe let's see if this... Turn that down. If that'll help. Fighting bosses at this point in the wipe is going to be horrible. For me. In a normal wipe, you're not fighting bosses. I can't remember if there's a stash that spawns here, but there's definitely a stash that's going to spawn right here. So you want to check that area. I think there's possibly a spawn. You might... Stutters. Stutters, brother. Stutters. What is going on? Okay. You also kind of want to be like passively looking for flash drives as well. In PvP, we have the closest spawn, so flash drive will spawn here. And I always check this too because it just can have everything up to GPU here. That is huge, which we don't even... get anything from stashing that. We want to find that in raid, so... That's one of those massive find early wipes, where I'd even suggest if there was a car here, and I loot this second story up a little bit, just getting out. Oh, I did a thing. Take VSync off. Oops. I don't know if that's gonna really help us. I know this does, like, cap out your frames at 144, which is stupid. I have a 240 hertz monitor now. But we're not really finding much good. 206 key. That is huge. Alright, we'll take both those tapes. Alright, just heard something. No idea if I killed homie. But did I have 2 things of ammo? Oh, okay. But sometimes you just gotta stick and maybe shoot and move. Find out if you kill that person later. Even scabs, especially at this point in the wipe, they can really put a damper on things. They can head tap you super easily, as you saw in the first raid that I had. All this is open, which is sketching me out. I should have checked my my hideout to see what I needed. Another 206 key. 206 key is not very Oh, I need that salt. SVD, bro. Ultra sketchy. As you see, eating, drinking a lot, we're already skill metabolism 2. So it means that the buff we get from drinking and eating is much more. We get more experience that way. Eating and drinking a lot. I think that I killed that thing. A wrench is huge. It is a trade for a toolkit, so. I do not like seeing that guy. Okay, so he went out to the right. And he's still fucking there. Jesus Christ, he's got an actual... Got an actual rig.
Ha!
Guess this dude's technically a PMC. I really like this rig. Okay, USEC. We'll need that for peacekeeping mission. Just look at that Siloa, dude. Lesalulu. I should keep that. Jesus. Homeboy pushed in. We gotta repack. I think that was the scat or the bear that was outside. Take your fight slow. Take your challenge in positions that you're in charge. Don't ever. Whoops. Yeah, I do. Oh no. Install that. But take fights where you're in charge of, like, you're dictating the pace. If you're not dictating the pace and you're putting yourself in a position that you're going to get annihilated, you're screwed. Like that. Obviously, it's PvE. That dude's not staying outside. He's gonna push in. That's why I kept waiting for it. AI is just not fancy. I feel like there's another. Oh, did I killed him? Okay. This is SVD boy. And give me that ULAC. Give me that. And then PM pistol will be needed later, but... Where? There. Okay, so that guy was inside PvP. Yeah, getting ready for the wipe. Preparing and teaching for the wipe. Okay, killed my 5 scavs. Very nice. Okay, hands are not busy, very nice. Drop that. This. Okay, so we're about to get swarmed. We are about to get swarmed. Class 4 armor is way too good. So we're just gonna go ahead and switch all of this over. Drop that, this over, drop that, bring this, put that on us. We got our 4, 5, we got our 6. And then we're gonna go ahead and sneak out this toolbox here and drink the rest of this. So if we ensure that MPV, we'd be getting that back, but we did not, so we do not need to worry about it. Let's see. We have taken no damage. So many empty mags. And so many more scabs coming. So I think what we're going to do is we're actually unpack this as well. I think we need a new gun. I want to loot that PMC that I killed in the hallway as well. Oh, we're straight up out of ammo. Okay. Spooky as all hell. This SVD's at 59% too. The durability is broken, dude. That is horrible. Jesus. I don't think I killed either. Oh, still alive. Okay. Need that for a task. Alright, still looking for that MP-133. Oh, 53.
Son of a...
Alright. I'm gonna eat this. Scab coming from behind me. I'll loot this guy. Okay. That's actually a pretty decent AK. Attila! Yeah, see, I wanted a nade. It's huge. Oh, what the fuck? That disappeared. Okay. Reload, repack. We're gonna be dropping this MP5 here shortly. Armor. Alright, I'm gonna run upstairs. Drop this so I can move a little bit quicker. Yeah, I don't think that scab had a shotgun. That one might have, though. Okay, there's one more. Then we're gonna mag dump this scav. Alright. We're gonna be dropping this gun. We're gonna go down and we gotta grab our AK from downstairs. Okay, that's a Taz. Try to see if that's single fire. We're gonna full auto. Put the mags for it. Okay, PS. That's not a bad round right now. Fewer than half. Alright, we're gonna reload this. And then we're gonna push down here. Any flashlight? Sick. Flash 3. Alright, so we got our Taz. We got a crowbar. I was asking for me to delete that. Oh, weird. And we'll drop both of those. Alright, let's get out of here. Let's skedoodle skedaddle. We are heavy as fuck. 49. So we have a lot of stuff that we need. Dude, what? A lot of stuff that we need. So we'll hopefully be able to get out the smuggler's boat here. I am starving IRL. Grab a real quick snack or something. Yo, snacky poo. Alright, so this is like ridiculous that I'm going to be doing this, but you gotta min-max as much as possible. Reloading. All that jazz. Make sure that your mags are going to be able to be full as they possibly can. You might even be like fully empty on this one. Drop that off. Yeah, we got one round left. Crawling helps you to regain your stamina as well. If you're super heavy like this. I use that crack to try to check and see if someone's up here. While you're crawling, hold a middle mouse button. You can alt look around. I am starving. Also, chat, if you're enjoying this content, make sure you hit that like button. If you're a new player and trying to learn how to play, trying to give you as much information as I possibly have. To teach Tarkov, which is one of the more challenging games that you can get into. Alright, so if this extract was here, there'd be a fire with smoke coming up here. So it's not, which sucks. Please don't roll. Another thing you can do instead of crawling, I just crouched. You can throw that and pick it up, but you do crouch sometimes. And that kind of screws up everything. It messes with your endurance and stamina. So me crawling here with a pilgrim, I would have left the pilgrim if we were playing PvP. But PvE, pilgrim's not going to make it easier to see me. AI's going to see me regardless. PvP though, with a big old purple or blue, I'm colorblind, I can't remember which one it is. They call it the blueberry. Because I think it's blue. But blueberries naturally in nature purple, because there's no blue that naturally occurs in nature. It's weird that we named it a blueberry, but side tangent aside, don't wear things that make you stand out. Wear things that make you feel, or like, a little more safe in color of like urban things or grass or bushes. Don't get caught with your pants down. Don't run around with a flashlight. Just makes it one more thing for the human eye to notice that you don't need it to, you know. With this being early wipe PvE, I would search for keys more because I know that other people aren't searching for them. But I also know there are trades for these good keys, so I can loot food supplies and stuff instead of just RNGing and trying to get keys for tasks. So that's probably more what I'm going to be doing, is looting for those trades. Big old stutter. I think something spawned next to me. Ooh. I think what spawned next to me was the logic of that scav. One that was standing there, not moving, and looking at me. Something you're gonna need to figure out is how to scan for players as well. Know where players are. I'm on an off-beaten path right now. Again, it's PvE, could be different. But you're gonna listen for gunshots. Most people aren't gonna have suppressors early wipe. Maybe this guy's an MP133. Dude, it is so stuttery. Anybody else play PvE? Is it super stuttery for you as well? This is ridiculously stuttery for me. Nice. Alright, let's get out. Let us extract. What the fuck are my extracts? There we go. Jeez, they changed this extract. They changed this extract on me. Good to go. Alright. So we're level 5 now. 3 kills. Did I not grab that dog tag? Okay. 16 kills. Damage dealt to body. 1700 damage absorbed. 1100. So you get when you full auto and you don't have the trust that you're going to be able to head tap something with the ammo you're using. The crappy thing is my pen for the ammo that I was using is horrible. So I'm afraid of one tapping to helmets, especially with the aggro, the scabs, and the you don't want to get one tapped by scabs. It's one of the more frustrating things with Tarkov, and you have a lot of people that complain about it, and then you have a lot of people that complain that there's so many cheaters, and all of that stuff can really be influenced based upon how you experience the game, how you play it. You play it slow and smart, you play it fast and dumb. And a lot of people that are newer to Tarkov don't understand how slow is. And me sitting there like picking apart the enemy, it's what you gotta do. Go slow. But I'm slow and dumb. Well, then you're perfect for Tarkov. You are the person that Tarkov is made for. So I'm gonna need to just push with this AK, get some kills, and just fucking drop it, dude. It's so busted at 55, and I only have 2 mags. So this next raid is gonna be all about killing a cute PMC and taking his gear. I think I crushed that guy's head. That's what it seems like, at least. I do need a pilgrim for a task, but that task is so far down the road, and I'm not going to be playing that much, so I'm not even worried about it. So there's my kills. Eliminate scabs. Oh, we got dailies now. That factory, not worth. Supplier, hell yeah. Told you I needed that stuff right there. Golden neck chain is a daily. That's so funny. That is so funny. Alright, introduction. So I think it's time to go to Jaeger. Tender versus Lua. I think it's time to go and find Jaeger. There's some routes that I like to take. Whenever I go to woods. Let's see. Let's go here. There's part of me that doesn't want to bring any food into this raid. I'll bring it to Shanks. That'll be alright. Woods in PvE is a horror game sometimes. I bet, dude. I bet. I am assuming that I'm gonna be in some serious trouble. 4, 2, 7 there, 6. Will be the 6. I can get some good loot stashed up in here and then just get a new gun. That's what I'm gonna need to get. Here are my stats after a few raids. I'm not pushing anything crazy. We have 50% survival rate. 21 kitty. How do we have a 50% survival rate? Oh, I did a run through. That's right. I was gonna say I should be 75%. Kitty is 21. I have 21 kills. So this shows you, like, look at the account lifetime, 6 hours, like, but my online I'm at 5.8. So if you get killed by someone who's a 21 KD and you see they have 5.8 thousand hours, probably not a hacker. If you see someone who has a 21 KD and you just saw how I played super slow and they're scared and they have 40 hours, also could be a non-hacker as well. The stats aren't always, oh, this is what this person is. They're 100% a hacker or not. So just something to be weary of. I'm getting into the insurance part of Tarkov now. Oops. Inspect. I just want to inspect or insure these two parts. And then maybe the pistol grip. Alright, I'm gonna grab food. But as you can see, I'm level 6. I'm cruising through the tasks. You don't need to fight PvP in Tarkov all the time. Rotate and be smart. Level up quicker. Unlock traders easily. And get good gear off of them. Alright, Woods. Alright, let's switch into single fire. In woods, when you spawn, you're generally spawned facing the middle of the map. Shit. So we got USET camp right here. There's landmines right there in the sand going up. So I'm gonna go this way. This single fire thing is gonna get me killed. SOST is huge. CBJ is also huge. I'm just not going to be running that gun, so. Weight is also a very big thing in Tarkov. You don't want to be weighing a crazy amount. You want to be able to move around. See, like, I'm already level 3 in metabolism right here. Oh, that. Already level 3. Was it 5 raids? No Bitcoin? No class 4 armor? Not that I could even switch anyway. EVM. And more. Dude, that kind of sounded like it was at me. Are those the goons? That might have been the goons, the way they were shooting. So if I rotate this way and it's the goons, I'm going to die. I just don't have enough ammo. And the quality of ammo that it would take to kill them. I could head tap them. They'll push you eventually. I want to get this task done though. It's also 11:35 and I have a client at 12, so. The cool thing and also the crappy thing about PvE. Go single fire again. You do fight people where you wouldn't normally fight people in PvP. There's almost no one that goes to this area in PvP. But I have fought people in PvE in this area. So it's cool in that respect. What is that noise, dude? Birds? I feel like they're birds, but they sound electronic. It's a ghost coming from your soul. Jesus Christ. There's a fight right in front of me. Dude, my game is stuttering like crazy. I need a new CPU. And stat. Looking to get that Ryzen 9800. Because dude, right now my PC is not liking this game. Oh. It's got to be the logic that like the AI is going to. This is the same way I can't. Same reason why I can't run SVT. Sucks, dude. If this is what I'm gonna have to run, I'm out of ammo. It's gonna be sad. You gotta do what you gotta do. Hoping homeboy had some better stuff for me. Wallet's pretty big. Oh, shit. I mean, it's more ammo. But Jesus. Yeah, definitely better than Pellets for sure. Especially with the express rounds. But if I run into an actual PMC, my fight's gonna be sucky. I wonder if I get close to the airplane, do I get an achievement? I don't know if you get achievements on your PvE. Ooh, that's huge. Dude, my game is running at like 15 FPS. Do you get the achievement? I'm not seeing it. There's just some rare spawns up here, so I'm just looking. See if there's anything good before we get the Jaeger. And we got a note. And then what I want to do is loot up this area straight ahead. In PvP, you're not going to be able to hit this area for anything. But PvE and no one looting, should be able to maybe find a Silova. Maybe two and finish my task. Which would be huge. And we still have 19 minutes before my client shows up, so we're going to give it a whirl. It's going out level 1. Boom. It's playing the game. Leveling up. Another thing that I feel like people are afraid of, I'm going to go and pop one of these guys before I run over. People are always afraid of playing solo in Tarkov. But in Tarkov, so often do teammates die if you go in with teammates. You're going to need to figure out how to play solo, because that's just going to make you a better teammate. Double A battery. Oh, morphine. I'll need one of those bad boys. Thermite. Nice. Golden star. That's huge. Thermite's gonna go for 30k. Do that. Oh, this is one of the cases. We're gonna examine it. I'm not gonna pick it up. We're not gonna do that task. Pretend like it's not even an option. Dude, I feel like I'm running. And here comes Scav Army. Dude, I'm at 15 FPS. What the heck? Silcon's huge. Screw's huge for a trade. So looking for the Salululu. Which we did not find, but that's okay. Grizzly, AFAC, and an IFAC. No silly. No silly woo. Jesus. Alright, I'm gonna drop that, drop that. That sucks for him. No MP155, big sad. Only 99 XP, so not really worth it. The Ludum pliers also used for a trade. We'll need spark plugs. Do you not have a gun? What the hell? I'm pretty sure you didn't have a gun. Early wipe, you have to make sure that you don't get stuck somewhere. And right now I'm stuck. Especially having a repack like this. Just be super careful with this. Chat if you're enjoying the content. Again, make sure to hit that like button. If you're learning some things. My game just stuttered like crazy. This dude actually doesn't have a gun. What kind of... That's an extreme 0 to hero scav run right there. And then again, trying to crouch, trying to decrease the amount of line of sights that I have on myself. Vitamins are actually pretty freaking huge. What in the hell? My goodness gracious. Alright, I'm not gonna take this sledgehammer. You're gonna want to take that a little bit into the wipe, but not right away. This is a trade for a water with therapist. Sugar really not worth oil wipe unless you want to eat stuff and drink stuff to level up your metabolism. All right, we're getting a little close to being full and thick. We didn't get a Salua, but we got a lot of extra things we're gonna need for tasks later, and also we now look sick and stellar. Really? We are about to get swarmed. There's something on the left. I really want to know if that's just MP153 or 133. Sorry, but we can't. There's some BS rounds in here. These are not scav killing rounds, but they're very, very good rounds, so. Hopefully we don't lose them. In the scav. Let's see. I need to check and see if we're full auto or single fire still. Okay. I don't see the scav. We're gonna push over to extract. I think we're heavy. I hope that we can regain stam. We can't? Alright, time to crawl. And we're crawling behind these rocks to protect us a little bit. So we don't get shot by this scav, because dude, AI in this game are rough. Yeah, I enjoyed playing this. So I think I'm gonna continue to do this. If you're enjoying the content, turn on post notifications, subscribe, hit that like button. Over the next couple of days, I'm going to continue to play this, maybe even tonight. Maybe do like 2 streams a day-ish. And kind of teach you, if you're a new player here in Tarkov, I have 5.8 thousand hours. I should teach you a little bit on how to play, how to think about playing, the philosophy behind Tarkov. It's a lot different from another game that you're gonna be coming from. If you're coming from like Siege, Call of Duty, you're playing games that, holy crap, inertia's a thing. You're playing games that are a lot more challenging. The smoke's not up. Okay, so there's another thing of new players. If there's no smoke here, this is not an extract. So I'm just gonna chill here and regain some stam. There's 2 boxes here that I could hit for loot. We're full. Really feel like I need to get the hell over to extract. I have no hydro. That's gonna kill me. We're dropping quick. We're dropping quick. So, and if I have to hit a PK because I lose a limb, that's gonna crush my hydration as well. I don't want to just be losing HP because I'm out of hydro. So we're gonna push over here. Hopefully nothing spawned in. Again, this is PvE, so hopefully nothing spawned in ahead of me. I don't think it will. In a PvP raid, I'm gonna have no problem running ahead here. I shouldn't run into any players. Maybe some player scavs trying to do the up here, the factory extract, the player scav and the player extract. Sorry, player scav and PMC. So that'll be the only thing. But if you have a player scav there, they're gonna probably be shooting. It's usually like a do kind of shot process. The extract's moved. What? Since when? Alright, chat. Don't pay attention, man. I don't know shit. They moved the extract? But that's a staple. That's sad. First head co-op is now on the bridge on the top of the map. Yeah. Opposite from... That's weird. Friendship Bridge. Oh, I do remember hearing about that. Another thing that I want to say is I did not play a lot this wipe. Didn't like it. The wipe was extremely buggy. I started working, so I'm full-time. I work a part-time job as well. Transit to factory. Oh, this is just the transit now. Okay. I like that. That's kind of cool. I love the transits that they added. I will say that's the best thing to come from this wipe. The new guns kind of like meh. I never ran any of them because they were just kind of trash. And there's just so many bugs. Arena ruined it for me. I played way too much Arena early wipe, made way too much money. and then got really far behind on tasks, and the tasks were annoying, and I just didn't really want to do them for the 6th wipe in a row. So I decided I wasn't going to be putting as much time into Tarkov last wipe. This wipe is going to change, though. I'm going to be playing a lot more. I was playing some Call of Duty, I was playing some Siege, I was just playing some different gun games that I enjoyed. But now, oh, we don't even have a protect. They changed this extract. I think since they added that new area in front of us to the left, we changed this extract a little bit. Seems a lot more dangerous. There used to be a big old wall here. Very cool. All right. Map just seems so much more open. I love it. Bang, bang. That's how it's done. That's Tarkov in a nutshell. I think we've died once to a one tap from a one of those smuggler people, smuggler scav kind of guys. But take your wins, all scav kills. But that's a win. That's a big win. We got the extract. We got Jaeger unlocked, which means that we can turn in our nudes. We can turn on our Iskras, our lunchboxes. So we have a lot of things that we learn along the way as far as the philosophy of ideas that you're going to try to approach each map with. Every map's going to have a little bit of a different approach. You should go in with a different mindset depending on the task you're trying to do. Are you focusing on surviving? Are you focusing on getting kills? Are you focusing on looting something? Are you focusing on trying to push to a certain objective? If you spawn somewhere, pushing to that objective fast is going to make the most sense. If you spawn somewhere else, it might make more sense to push an objective that is going to take a little bit of a longer route, and you're going to be safer throughout that process. So we got our elimination for our scavs. We still don't have that 133. This is the Jaeger task that we turned in. We still don't have those 133. So we got both of our nudes, and then I think we have two. Yeah, we have 2 escrows. This can of beef stew is always the hardest thing for me to find. It looks like this, but you need it to be found in raid. Something else you want to do. So I double click this. It brings up the picture. If you go into your game and you go into, where is it? Double click to use item. Do in raid only. What's going to happen if you have in raid and stash? I think it's default in raid only if I'm correct. But if you have in raid and stash and you click on something that's valuable that you consume, like a moonshine or like a morphine, you just stick it in your body. You don't want to do that. It's a great way to throw away the rubles or even tasking items. This sausage that I got, I can double click it, no issues. I don't need to right click and hit inspect. This is going to be needed for a task. Not that I should hold on to this until that task. It's later on. But just a forewarning, there are some things that you want to change. Let's see, I have 4 minutes before my client gets here. I'm going to go through real quick on settings that I'm going to suggest. Quick slots do always hidden. You don't need that. You can do auto shown as well. If you like click a button, it will show you what your thing is. To me, it just eats up screen. Polychrome is the best because when you're getting hit, it shows you if you're losing limbs based upon color. I have only physical cores on. You want to change between this, the auto ram, all that stuff. See what your system can run. See what runs best on your specific system. Tarkov is a weird game. It's very CPU and RAM heavy. Field of view 59. I cranked up to 70 before, and it messes with my frames. I dropped like 30 FPS, so it's not worth. Trading intermediate screen malfunction notifications, turn those on. Preload hideout, turn that off. It's gonna mess with your frames. Texture qualities, this is what I run. This quality, I think I'm gonna turn this off again. I don't think that this is, I don't think this helps the AMD. It doesn't seem like it helps me. I feel like just the base stuff helps. My PC, for some reason, whenever I turn full screen on, it messes with my sensitivity in this screen until I load into raid, or if I'm in raid and I bring up my inventory. I don't know why. I don't know what's going on with that. So I have both the FSRs turned off. I have AMD graphics card. LOD, you want to turn that down to 2. Overall visibility 400 to 1500. You don't need 3000. 400 is my suggestion if you're going to be doing longer range or sniping. Maybe 1000 for overall visibility. Know that any kind of scope that you have in game is going to do a picture-in-picture, which means that it's going to render the image twice, which messes with your frames again. So if you're going to be running a scope, just know that you probably have to have a pretty decent CPU, RAM, and graphics card to run that. Anisotropic, I do per texture. HBAO and SSR, you can mess with those. They mess with your frames a little bit. I just don't like them. They're still like semi-buggy, and also I just need frames. So both of those are off. Sharpness I put at 0.5. Lobby FPS and the game FPS I crank up. Some people play with VSync. I don't know if it really helps very much. I'm gonna turn it on moving forward just to like test the difference. PvE is a little bit hungry as far as the consumption of your computer's ability to perform. Post FX, if you enable them, they do also mess with your frames a little bit, not as much as they did when they first came out. Turn your interface down. I turned it up actually a little bit just because it's just a little more nostalgic to hear like the clicks. But when you're looting and stuff and you're using stuff, turning that down will help you to hear footsteps a little bit better. I would highly suggest getting a limiter as far as your acoustics go. I'm trying to think of that. A sound suppressor. Basically, whenever sound gets super loud, I have this. So whenever your sound gets super loud, it will decrease the volume. So if a gunshot peaks it, it drops my threshold down, so I can have my volume up a little bit higher, and I can hear footsteps a little bit easier. I'd highly suggest that. I'm not going to show people how to install that, but I do have a client at 12 p.m., which is right now. So appreciate everybody for hanging out with me. If you enjoyed the content, hit that subscribe button, turn on post notifications to know when I go live. I might go live tonight, maybe tomorrow. I just want to teach people Tarkov and kind of get them into their first wipe, second wipe, get them more efficient at the game. So if that is something that you're interested in, hit that like button to help to push this live stream or videos that are moved forward to other people's eyes. I appreciate you hanging out with me, and I will see you in the next one. Peace out.